they go off to fight the minions of all the major dragons. So you can see off in the distance here, there's a town that's on fire. This is another dynamic event that happens as part of an event chain where the pirates are going to come and they're going to try to attack this town. And the first event already failed.
Help that worker, John. Come on, present. All right, so there's a worker here who's been, defeated, and they're reviving him now. And that's one of the things too, is that everyone in the game, every profession can revive. You can revive NPCs. You can revive every other player, and that's another way that we just get people to work together. And you actually get XP for reviving people.
Every profession in the game can do that. They can all just kneel down and heal each other. They can do the same thing for NPCs to bring them back to life.
Alright, so this is some super hard pirate stuff, so I expect they're going to die here, but we'll find out. Yeah, I think we're going to get to show off a little bit downstate right here. We'll find out.
So there's that shielded deflection again, where that pirate with a rifle is actually shooting and the shots are reflecting back and hitting itself. You'll notice this dynamic event has a lot of different things going on here. There's pirates in the town that you're trying to drive out of there. There's also a bunch of buildings on fire, and you can pick up buckets of water and you can find them around here, and they'll change out your skill bar, and you can use those to put out all the fires. So that's a part of the event as well.
So it looks like they picked up an elementalist this time who's laying down firewalls that they can actually shoot those bullets through and get extra damage out.
Yeah, so you'll notice that the bullets that went through the firewall actually caught on fire, and the things that they hit light on fire. There's a lot of profession combos like that, where you can put down clouds of poison, and you can shoot projectiles through them, and the projectiles become poison, light on fire. The thieves put down symbols on the ground, and when you do attacks through the symbols, they pick up the abilities of the symbol.
By thief, Colin means guardian.
Guardian, yes.
So this guy right here is a veteran creature. That's one of our indicators to show that this is a harder guy. These guys are level 28 down here. There's two of them, and they're fighting a couple level 30s and that level 31 veteran. So just keep an eye on this here. So that's a thief. You can see how mobile he is. He's got on skill 4 on his pistol, he's always got that retreat escape shot, and he's got the dodge roll. So anytime he's in trouble, he has kind of a way to get out of there. Yeah, go ahead and steal something, John. So there you go. He stole actually from that pirate. He got a bottle. He's going to throw the bottle at him. You can also steal, like when you get that bottle, you have a choice. You can either throw it at your enemies or drink it. That'll give you your health, some health back.
So the thieves can steal from everything in the game, and based on what they steal from, it changes out the items that they get. And they can steal all sorts of different stuff from enemies in the game. You can steal from moas, you can steal their feathers and throw them back at them and blind them. The pirates have booze. You can find a tree ant, and you can steal a branch off the tree ant and start beating it up with a piece of itself.
He stole another bottle again. Here, hit two, drink it. Yeah, so he can heal himself with the bottle, then he can jump back out. Yeah, that's a scorpion wire right there, so he's going to pull this guy with it. Up. There you go. He's already down on the ground, but you can still pull guys even if they're knocked down. There's a lot of, disabling effects that we have in the game, from stuns and knockdowns, and so we kind of try and give people different ways to make the battle a lot more tactical than it was in Guild Wars 1.
So part of the story in this map is there's a bunch of pirate crews that are operating around the area outside of Lion's Arch. And they're raiding all the villages on the edge of Lion's Arch that aren't protected entirely by the Lion Guard. So this guy they're fighting right here is the first mate of one of the bosses. So there's a pirate crew that's nearby where the actual captain is. And that guy's even harder than this guy. So the first mate is kind of the guy that sends out and he goes raiding. And the pirate's back at the captain's back at the main pirate base. The players can all team up and go try to kill him too.
He just went into his downstate, so you can see he's got special skills. He has knives he can throw. This knife he throws will actually poison guys, and then if you want to run over there and bring him back, you can see is how the revival works. So she's bringing him back up as we go. There's actually a couple people helping. So he's back now. He can roll back, heal himself, get back in the fight, and they kind of keep going.
So it looks like there's at least 4 players here playing this dynamic event. And I talked a little bit earlier about how events scale in difficulty based on the number of people there. Our bosses do the same thing. So this boss is scaling up in difficulty as more people show up in this event to keep him interesting no matter how many people are there participating.
So right now they've got 2 guys down. The Guardian is trying to bring them back up. Looks like they picked up another Guardian as well. So they can kind of work it together. You know, a Guardian might have a skill for stunning him once, then the thief can take his blinding powder and throw it to stop the next attack, and you got to kind of work together to combine the skills. You can see right below that guy's health bar, you can see the conditions we have on him. Our condition system is kind of this small set of debuffs that we are shared with all the professions, and it kind of gives ways for players to all work together, and they stack together with each other so that when you use a condition on someone, it doesn't, it's never wasted. Alright, so I think they might be able to finish this guy off. We'll see in a second. As you can see, these guys, this pirate's 3 levels above them and veteran is pretty tough. So, you know, in this demo, things have been toned down in some places, but this is not one of them. Alright, they just picked up another ad here too. Actually, a couple of them.
So this village, when not on fire and overrun with pirates, actually has a whole bunch of people who normally live here. And part of the dynamic event system is that the world is constantly changing as a result of these events. So the people that live here were all killed off when the pirates got here. Some of them are actually hiding inside the burning houses. Some of them ran up and they're in a nearby village and they're yelling for help and trying to get people to come down here and come and participate in this event. So if you're out exploring in the world, these guys will come out and find you. And they're never going to run up to you and make you read 2 paragraphs of text telling you there's a town on fire. They'll actually run up to you and they'll scream, help, help, oh my gosh, there's a town's on fire. And they'll point exactly where the town is and send you down the road to get there.
Yeah, so as you can see, there's some buckets over there too that they can actually use to go put the fires out. They're right there by that well. They kind of cleared out most of the pirates now, so they're going to pick up some buckets and take them over, start putting fires out. But pirates keep coming, so you have to keep an eye on them. So you pick up the bucket, he actually gets a skill to use it that puts out the fire, dumps the water out. So yeah, there you go. And it tells you how many pirates are left and how many fires are still burning. Another thing the thief does is he has a lot of evasion built into some of his skills, so that is another way that he keeps himself in combat without taking as much damage, since he's a lower health and lower armor character that likes to get involved in fighting. Another thing you'll notice is they're not really paying attention to who's locking which mobs, who's attacking what. Like, everyone is getting the XP for all this stuff as long as they're fighting them.
There's 1 partner left. Come on, guys, you can do this.
Yeah, so that pirate actually just dazed him there, spinning all his skills. You can see a couple of new skills that we just put in this demo at the air elementalist over there. He's shooting some lightning bolts at the guys and stuff. Oh, 1 more fire. No, 1 more fire. There he is. Alright, so give him a little hand. This is now. Oh no, he's actually over there. Once they kill this guy, yeah. They keep coming in, so they're not killing him faster.
They gotta kill faster. So we got a lot of players running around here now. I think we got 6 or 7 of them. So the number of pirates that are coming in is continuing to grow based on the number of players that are here. So again, this is the event dynamically scaling to keep the content interesting and fun for the players that are here.
I think they're going to burn through these guys pretty quick.
There it is. The town is saved. So one of the things you're going to see now is people are going to come running back from the nearby villages they were hiding. They're going to come out of the houses, and the town is going to be saved again. The merchants will start selling stuff here. There's all sorts of stuff that changes in the world as a direct result of these.
This is actually a place in the game where you can do crafting. So now we're going to go and watch them just craft for 20 minutes. I'm just kidding. Okay. So now they're heading up to the actual pirate island that's in the middle of the lake. Hit M. You can pull up. This shows our map. This right above him. This is the big lake. They're heading up there to that pirate island where the pirates' base is, and you can see those broken down ships. They kind of live in these built-up homes. So we got a couple minutes. Hopefully they can get up there. They're going to swim on over. In Guild Wars 2, there actually is underwater combat as well, but we are not showing it yet. But this is people swimming on the surface right now.
So you saw some dynamic events that happened earlier. There are a number of dynamic events in the world that happen underwater as well. There's a full set of dynamic content that occurs under the ocean in the game. Like giant sharks.
And one of the things about underwater is there's no breathing meter. You just go down there and play because it's a lot of open space, fun content. We want you to just go down there and experience it and not worry about watching a bar go down.
So I told you a little bit earlier that part of the story of this map is that there are pirates that are raiding all the areas outside of Lion's Arch. So this is where the pirates are coming from when they go and attack that town. And the pirate captain of the crew that we were fighting against earlier is actually here up on one of these ships.
Yeah, so this is live. I actually think one of the people following them is someone from our work that's playing the game right now with everyone here. So yeah, here they are up on the boat. You gotta make sure not to roll off here. So you can see those are the Guardian symbols again being placed on the ground. Try and show off a couple of Guardian stuff. This is a Guardian with a sword. You can see those big swinging arc attacks. That's their basic sword attack with a Guardian. Then there's a little blinding flash teleport attack, and then they also have a zealous defense attack that it creates a barrier in front of them and shoots out a bunch of projectiles. There's the flash attack. Okay, so here's a pirate turret.
So there's a little pirate held up in that mast, and he's firing a cannon at him right now.
So they're breaking down the turret right now.
And there are siege weapons like this all over the game. Oftentimes the enemies have them in the form of cannons and catapults and pirate turrets like that. There are also a bunch that players can man. So when you're defending cities, there's catapults you can jump on. There's cannons you can use. There's mortars that you can fire. So they work a lot like the thief steal skill, where you change out your skill bar and you get a whole new set of skills when you go up and you interact with one of the siege weapons.
Oh yeah, so we just stole another bottle from that pirate. Hopefully we'll get another chance to top another steal. So you can see there's actually, for every enemy in the game, there's a variety of things you can steal from them. So it kind of depends on what you're fighting.
So we're winding down to the end of our show and tell here for today. So one thing we wanted to show you guys is kind of a little sneak peek right here at the end. Is part of the story of Guild Wars 2 is there are 3 orders that have organized to fight against the Elder Dragons. There's the German Priory, the Order of Whispers, and the Vigil. And players are going to have the choice to join one of these 3 organizations, and whichever one they choose to join completely changes the storyline that they experience in the game. The Vigil likes to